I'm Ron and I'm back again, you know already, for another round of Sports Views. But tonight, we are reviewing Toronto FC versus Montreal Impact. Toronto FC 2, Montreal Impact 1. Toronto FC wins tonight in the second 401 derby of the season. The second MLS 401 derby, the second of 2, and the second of 4 overall. Because the Canadian Championship next month, the 18th and the 25th. But we're batting 1,000 in them so far, so just got to get that win in the Canadian Championship and we'll be happy. But we're back in playoff places. We beat Montreal to do it, and we win to do it. Without starting Pozuelo, yes, we put him in at halftime, but we didn't start him. And he looked very good for being off the pitch for a half. So I think it was a good idea, actually. At first, when I saw the lineup, I was like, I don't like it. I don't like it. But the more I saw Pozuelo play after half, he looked pretty good. He looked pretty rested. You know, I'll take it. I'll take it. So, here we go. No score during the first half, stayed 0-0, but in the second half, at the 49th minute, Bojan for the Montreal Impact scores his first MLS goal with a rocket. They give him a little bit too much space. He curls it past Westberg. Nothing Westberg could do. 1-0 Montreal. But in the 63rd minute, Marky Delgado gets a rebound back to him. Double nutmegs a defender and the keeper. Scores 1-1. Then, in the 81st minute, Michael Bradley has the ball. Passes it to Altidore in the box. Then it gets passed to Justin Morrow in the box. Morrow, takes a shot. Deflects off Evan Bush, doesn't matter, rolls in, 2-1, and that's the way it would stay for the rest of the match. For the last 10 minutes, Toronto had a penalty shout with the handball, but they didn't do anything with it, even though it was a long stoppage. But we'll take it. 2-1, Toronto FC gets 3 points, puts them back in the playoff places. It's 7th place instead of 6th place because Gustavo Bau scored late on in the New England Revolution game, but we're still in playoff places, and we play New England next week, so we win, we're above them. And probably could be in 5th as well, because DC's going off a cliff. Like, ever since they heard Rooney was leaving, they're like, no, we're off a cliff. So, we're probably going to be, if we win, if we get our business done next week, we will be in 5th. Or at least tied for 5th. I don't see DC winning. But, you know, what is what is. You know, what is, you know. So, but here's the thing. We win next week, we're either tied for 5th or we're 5th. Then, we're 1 point away from 4th place. What does 4th place get us, you might ask? First off, home field advantage in the first, or home ground advantage in the first round of the MLS Cup playoffs. The first game, the knockout round. Which, they're all knockout rounds. I don't know why I said knockout round. But basically, knockout round. Then, it also gets us a League's Cup place next year. Top 4 in the East, top 4 in the West. We'll go into the League's Cup to face, I guess, the top 8 finishers in Liga MX. I don't know how they're considering that, but I want that League's Cup place for next year. You may not, I do, so that's what we get with it. And I want both. A home field advantage and League's Cup. I want both. So, it's so close. With like 7 matches left for Toronto FC in the league. They get 5th place and they go on a run. We win like 5. Chances are we finish top 4. That's all I want. Finish top 4, go into the playoffs, hot, and then whatever happens, happens. Because it's knockout. So, win against New England, win against the people that are above us, that are left. Like, no. Probably New York City FC is the only one. Because we already played Red Bulls, Atlanta, and Philly twice. So, just New York City FC beat New England. Beat everybody else except LAFC, because that's not going to happen. I know that one for sure. We're going to LA, to the bank. I would actually be fine with Vanny rotating that game. If I'm being completely honest. I don't like when he rotates, but whatever. If we're if we're in top 4 by then, because it's like later on in the season, and it doesn't drop us out, I'll take the rotation. Don't let them have a hand of what they could see in the MLS Cup final, you know? Just rotate. Pull a John Herdman against Mexico in the second group stage game. And then when it goes to MLS Cup final, we catch them with some aces up our sleeves, you know? You know? And who knows? They may bottle in the playoffs. It's kind of like you may be the best team, but do they ever really get the job done except us? No. So they could bottle in the playoffs, and we don't even have to worry about them. You know? Which I'd love to see, but I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'd love to see it happen. So, point being is, Toronto FC win, back in the playoffs, beat Montreal. Let's talk about some of the tactics. I didn't like the 11 when I first saw it, but after seeing how it worked out tonight, I'm great with it. It was the Pozuelo, leaving him on the bench, leaving Oso on the bench. I kind of understand Schaffelberg because Benezet and Gallardo both started. You really don't have any room for Schaffelberg. And one of them's like for like. So I couldn't get mad at that. But it was keeping Oso on the bench and keeping Pozuelo on the bench. Now people are saying, you've admitted Oso's an anchor this year. You've admitted it. Okay, so I still like Oso better than Delgado, but I actually looked back at some of my old tweets or mentions today, and somebody told me, like back about a month ago, that it was better to move, I think Delgado was on the wing, but move Oso centrally, because put in Schaffelberg and all that. Delgado did good tonight. He got a goal. His first goal of this MLS season, and first goal since probably the fact that he missed, probably his first goal since he missed in Guadalajara, if I remember correctly. I know it's his first of the season. Also, this goal for Morrow was the first of his season and the first since Minnesota last year on Independence Day, July 4th. Every goal was a first for one of the players. Yeah. Delgado looked good. Pozuelo looked good once he came into the game. And I think he needed to take that half and sit down. I have to admit, he's starting to look a little bit tired. But whatever. The defense was good. Alro and Larea. Larea came in, so he affected the game. But Alro did well. I liked the wingers. I like Gallardo. And Benezet actually looks really good. This was better than Ottawa for him. I'm starting to be fine with Benezet now. Benezet looked great in this game. He got 80 minutes in his first MLS start. So I'll take that. Looked pretty good. He got a couple of good attacking opportunities. He just couldn't put them away because either Bush got to it or the defender got to him. I understand that. What else is there? Altidore looked good. Everybody looked good. I think it was a derby, and it was against a weaker Montreal side. You didn't know what to expect with Wilmer Cabrera, so you played kind of a concise togetherness. Like the first time I've ever seen him defend in a block. Greg Vanney finally is starting to figure out tactics. Maybe a little bit too late, but whatever. A little bit savage, too, if you heard him. We've never got one of these this year. I kind of liked that, I have to admit. But man of the match, I have to say the whole back line. Chris Mavinga dove into tackles like he was a B-17 bomber. Gonzalez did really well. Alro did really well. Morrow did well. Got a goal. Larea did well. I liked what happened. I liked what was going on there. I liked what the whole back line put us in a good position to win tonight. So all of them are man of the match. So you know what it is. So I like the tactics. I liked the 11 tonight. It was actually really good. Thank God it was a derby, because if it wasn't, I don't know. But thank you for watching this. Like it if you liked it. Share, subscribe, like it, comment. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Toronto, we're back in the playoff places, and I couldn't be happier. I'm Ron, and I'm out. Peace.